Hi ladies, welcome to my everyday glam look broken finger edition. So before we begin, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and comment. And when you get done with that, we can go ahead and jump right on into that video. So I'm starting out with a nice clean face, moisturizing my face and lips, and going in with my Anastasia dip brow with my angled brush and filling in and shaping those brows. The brows are the most important part to me. I don't know about you, but the brows are definitely the most eye-catching thing on the face. So I spend a lot of time on them. And I'm just following the shape of my natural brows and bringing that front out and just blending it to make it look as seamless and natural as possible. And I'm doing the same with the other eyebrow. Now I'm going in with my NYX concealer palette with that darker concealer and going under my brows and concealing and cleaning up that brow. This step is very important for the eyebrows because if you don't clean the brows up, they look a mess, for lack of other words. So I'm using that orangier, darker concealer from that same palette on the top of my brows because I don't like it to be too light on top. So now I'm taking this small beauty blender and just blending that concealer out underneath and above my brows. And I do that on both sides. I take my time and do this because again, the brows are very important and it's very easy if you're drawing them on or filling them in dark like I do. It's very important that they look as natural and as clean as possible. So I try to clean up in between and underneath and on top. I'm going in with that same orangey colored concealer that I put on top of my brow, and I'm putting that on my lid just for my discoloration. And I'm taking this fluffy brush and blending that out above and below the brow. And using my E.L.F palette here, I'm taking that orangier shade. It's my blush quad, but this orange is so perfect for the transition color. And I'm using that to set that orangey reddish colored concealer that I put on my lids. Now I'm taking this light, very light concealer, the lightest concealer in the palette, and putting that on my lids just to define this lid. And I'm taking the lightest color in my Revolution eyeshadow palette and setting that concealer on top of my lids just so it'll last all day long. And you can use any light concealer or light powder to do that. Now I'm using that same Revolution palette and taking the dark gray brown color and defining my crease. This step definitely helps make that lid pop and makes that smoky eye look very good. So I'm just defining that crease and blending it out. Try not to use too dark of a color for this step. And I'm using that same fluffy brush from earlier and blending out that color, going in with a little bit more of that blush and blending. Now I'm using the same Revolution palette and I'm taking that sparkly champagne color that's in that palette and applying that all over my lid. I love this color. It really brightens up my eyes. Now I'm using this maroon chocolate color. It's a shimmery shadow, but it blends so seamlessly with that champagne color. I just love it. It makes that smoky eye look fab. So next I'm using my Never Touch Up setting spray to set the eyes and to use as a primer before applying my foundation. And I use two different foundations. My Covergirl True Match, that one's kind of cold toned. And I use my Maybelline FitMe in color 360. That one's more warm tone. And that keeps me keeps me with having a warm look and a more natural color with my foundation. And I'm using my toothbrush shaped foundation brush and just blending that in and in circular motions, rubbing that into my skin. These two foundations are so bomb together, and this brush just makes it look so flawless and airbrushed once you blend it throughout the entire face. So I just blend all over. I take that around my cheek area, around my forehead, and I go underneath my chin as well, just to make sure everything blends flawlessly. On my lips, everything. Now I'm about to go in with my concealer stick by Maybelline, which I love, love, love. It is the perfect creamy consistency to be a concealer stick. It blends beautifully, and I just fan that out right underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. So go ahead and take a screenshot right now. This is going to be the best picture you'll ever have in your phone. Just kidding. So let's go ahead and blend this out. I use that Never Touch Up spray and spray it on my sponge to make that concealer blend smoothly. If you wet your beauty blender or your sponge before blending out that concealer, it makes it blend so much easier. And I just use that on both sides of my face, of course. And I blend until it looks as smooth as possible. And I try to make it blend from concealer to foundation as smooth as possible as well. And I blend all over. Concentrating around the edges of that concealer. If you concentrate around the edges, it makes it look like more of an airbrush effect, more of a, I guess you could say, ombre from concealer to foundation. And that's what makes it look very natural. So I'm finishing up blending that concealer. Now you see where there's that line of demarcation? That's when you would need some more of that spray, or you might need to wet your sponge a little. That will definitely help with blending out that concealer. As you can see, once the concealer starts to dry, it's kind of hard to blend, but once you moisten it a little, it will do exactly what you need it to do. So now I'm going back in with that same foundation brush. I didn't add any more product to it. I'm just blending out around the edges that concealer so it can look as natural as possible. And I'm using that orangey blush once again. In this video, I didn't do a harsh contour since this was my everyday face. And honestly, I don't do a harsh contour for my everyday faces like before I go to work. I really just use this blush and make the hollows of my cheek look naturally brown and glowy and orange. So now I'm using my Ben Nye Banana powder in conjunction with my Covergirl loose powder. When I mix those two together, that loose powder has some sparkles in it, and that banana powder is pretty light. So once I mix them together, it's not too sparkly and it's not too light, and it looks really, really good. You can also use baby powder. I was obsessed with using baby powder for a while. So, or whatever powder you use to set your concealer with, you can use that. And I go ahead and wipe my Bake Away fairly quickly because I don't want to look ashy. Like I said, that banana powder is kind of light. And I'm using that fluffy fan brush again, adding a little bit more blush, trying to keep as much color in my face as possible. And I'm setting all of that with that Never Touch Up spray again. Now I'm using this thin fan brush that I ordered online. It's off-brand, but it's so perfect for this. And I'm taking that Revolution highlighter that I showed you, and I'm putting that right there on the tops of my cheek. And it gives you the most beautiful glow, honey. Yes, ma'am. Just admire it. Just, yes. Yes. And I'm putting that on my chin, forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow, of course. And I always go a little overboard with the highlighter, but who doesn't? Like, it's so bomb. Like, I love highlighter. You see how excited I am right now? Like, I love highlighter. And I'm putting that above my eyebrows as well. So now I'm going in with a brown concealer that I have and lining my lips with it. It's really dark, but it does the trick for lip liner, and it lasts all day long underneath my lipstick. And it's a lot creamier than a pencil, but I do like using pencils too. And I'm using that orangey concealer from earlier in the video. Like I said, when I use concealers on my lips before I apply my gloss or my lipstick, it makes it last so much longer. Now I'm going in with this brownish, like sunset orange matte lipstick and adding a little bit of highlighter to the top of my lip and Cupid's bow and the tip of my nose. Now I'm using this Covergirl pressed powder in my shade just to set everything in place. And so I won't look so washed out from all the different products I've used. Setting it with a powder that's my color makes it look really good. So I'm just taking that darkish grayish brown color that I put in my crease, and I'm putting that underneath my eye, and I'm blending that out just to give it a very, very slight smoke. And I'm adding a little bit of that champagne into the corner of my eyes to brighten the inner tear ducts of my eyes up. And I'm blending everything out. Almost done. Almost done. You see me, I'm excited. I'm ready to be done. So I am applying my falsies. I actually got these falsies from Walmart, and I doubled them up so they would be a little thicker. I actually like Kiss lashes a lot better than these, but these will do. And I normally use tweezers, but I couldn't find my tweezers. So I've gotten used to using my fingers now until it does things like that. Put glue on my eyelid, and then I have to go and freaking fix it. So tweezers are better, but if you can use your fingers without messing something up, then you can definitely do that as well. So ladies, that's really all. I had one more thing, and that was to add some mascara. Now I attempted to do an eyeliner for this, but it just, no, it would not work for me. So I just completely cut it out of the video. But other than the mascara and setting it once again, because I like my makeup to last all day, that is it, ladies. And thank you so much for watching my video. And here we go into the slow-mos and the selfies. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my video and to my channel. And never forget that I love you so much. And again, thank you so much for watching my video, ladies. Have a great one. And never forget, you can add me on Snapchat.